Hello everyone, welcome to Kavi's Corner. Today we are going to make a special dish called Blackberry Cobbler. Today we are in our backyard picking blackberries. Let's go into my kitchen and whip up a beautiful blackberry cobbler. So first let's start with washing and rinsing our berries clean. I have a pail of water here and I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of salt and about quarter cup, maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, and we're just going to dunk our entire berries into this liquid and let it rest for some time. Give it a good shake. Let's start preheating our oven. Let's go through our ingredients. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You can use the self-rising flour and omit using baking powder. But for this portion, I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt and half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, and we have our 5 cups of blackberries. Let's start putting together our blackberry cobbler. We have all our ingredients laid out. I'm going to begin by melting half a cup of butter in a 9 by 13 pan, just so it melts. So first let's go ahead and sift our flour with salt and baking powder, a dash of cinnamon to it as well. This is 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 more teaspoon, so 2 teaspoons, and then we have some salt, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of my quarter teaspoon. Sift together. Once it's sifted, let's go ahead and add our butter. And now all we're going to do is the traditional pastry method, where we just incorporate the butter into the flour. This recipe is so quick and easy. It's very simple, gets done in no time. Peach cobbler or blueberry cobbler or blackberry cobbler, everything tastes better when it's warm and served with a dollop of cold ice cream. And today that's what I plan to do. You can alter this cup of sugar. I already have 1 cup in the sauce here, and we have 1 more cup here, brown sugar and white sugar, along with the sugar for the topping. And then on top of it, if you have the ice cream, it's going to make it super sweet. So to avoid that, just cut down on the sugar based on what you're going to serve it with. So this is how it looks, all crumbled up. And now let's go ahead and add our sugar to it. Just toss it all together. So this is how it resembles. So now we're going to add our wet ingredients. Let's go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is an option, and mix it with 1 cup of warm or hot milk. This one goes well with water as well, but I wanted a nice rich taste, so I'm going to add milk. And let's go ahead and toss it with our crumble mixture and give it a good stir. the butter and the sugar, everything will come together and make a nice batter. So our butter is melted. I pulled it out of the oven. So let's go ahead and pour our mixture. Just pour it over the butter. So once that is done, let's go ahead and ladle our blackberries onto the batter and butter. Leave some gaps in between so the batter will come through. This is going to be so super delicious, you guys. Please do try this recipe. Whatever berries in season or fruit in season, you could make it. Some people add lemon juice to this so it doesn't discolor. You see how some are dark and some are little faded? They tend to use lemon juice. But the blackberries are a little tart on its own, so I don't really find the reason to do that. And once you put ice cream and everything, it should be good to go. So let's just pour. I'm just making sure there's a little bit of batter left here and there, because it'll come through. Okay, now let's go put this whole thing into the oven. Our beautiful cobbler is ready. It's still bubbling away. So now is when we add our brown sugar and our cinnamon. This is 3 tablespoons of brown sugar with 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Give it a good toss.